watch these fucking pigs talk to this dude for 20 minutes and these fucking assholes shoot him in the Wendy's drive-thru for no fucking reason. For no fucking reason. Shot him. I saw y'all talking to him for 20 minutes, dude. Unarmed, non-violent, nothing wrong with how he conducted himself whatsoever. And you pull a fucking gun, dude? Wow. Wow. I feel like both of your careers are definitely done because you just shot a man for no reason. This pig and these two. Yeah, suspects hit by your bullet, dude, for no reason. Jumbling with the fucking glove, you fucking clown. What the fuck, dude? What the fuck? What the fuck? I saw this whole fucking thing, and it was totally unnecessary. Absolutely fucking unnecessary. I only sound calm because I fucking just spent the last fucking couple of fucking minutes yelling at these fucking pigs about how they killed a man for no reason. I saw them trying to resuscitate him. His arm just dangled, if you can see it. I'm pretty sure this is performative in the sense that they might have lost this gentleman, unfortunately, to police brutality. Yet again, at the Wendy's drive-thru, 2 cops kill a black man for no good goddamn reason.
All right, guys. So, back with another video, man. So this news right here is very devastating. So I'm gonna get straight to it. Another black man was killed by a white officer. And with that being said, he's going by the name of Rayshard Brooks. So Rayshard Brooks was killed by a white officer because they say he was basically, how can I put it? I want to analyze my thoughts without getting so emotional about it. All right, so let me see. Being a black man myself, because I don't want my emotion to dictate what I say. Being a black man myself, I find this very disturbing. I find it difficult and hard to put in words about how the intellect of some of these cops, how they just shoot first and ask questions later. And being that, trying to analyze my thoughts and put it in perspective to where my emotion is not overriding my speech or what I'm about to give to you guys. So this is what I'm gonna do. So what I'm thinking is this right here. Rayshard Brooks was a black man that basically was pulled over. The cop, after watching the video, the full video, not clips, but the full video, you know how the media tries to show you different stuff without, you know, showing you the full clip. He was pulled over and literally they asked him, everything was calm. I mean, it was like a normal encounter with the police, like how it should be. And then that's when it messed up. One of the cops said, "Hey man, can you just take a breathalyzer?" And Rayshard was like, "No, I didn't do anything wrong. You literally are coming on to me just because my car was right here." So I'm looking at the video. I'm like, okay. So the officer is literally looking at him. He's telling him, he's literally saying, "Okay, I think this guy is drunk." So why do you think this guy is drunk just because you pull him over to check his car? That's the second thing. Third thing is that if you pull the guy over to check his car, why do you consider him being drunk just because he's black? Is it because he's black? Is it because of this melanin in his skin? Because our melanin is so popping? I think that's what it was. So everything was calm before that happened. And once again, for people that just that's looking at this video, the name of the black man that got killed in Atlanta yesterday, I think it was 19 hours ago. His name is Rayshard Brooks, if I said that right. So anyway, back to the story. So basically, the cops pulled him over, checked his car or whatever. It was normal conversation. And then that's when one of the cops said, "Hey man, let me go ahead and check your breath and make sure you're not drunk." Of course, Rayshard said, "No, like, why do I have to do this? Other people was already pulled over." There was people, that's how they got the video. There was people around in the vicinity to see what was going on. So with everything that was going on, you want to stop this man, literally this man, and everything was cool. You want to ask him, was he drunk? That's racial profiling already. So being a black man myself and driving, you know, where I go, I'm very, 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 very careful. I'm always looking for my surroundings, see if I see cops, because I'm not trying to sound rude, because I'm trying to educate my thoughts. I'm trying to articulate what I want to say. You really have to be mindful of cops in the area. And unfortunately, Rayshard Brooks was in the vicinity and got stopped. So what he does, so they go to say, okay, you know what, since you don't take a breathalyzer, I think that's what it's called, and to make sure you're drunk, they put the man in handcuffs. So as soon as they grab the man in handcuffs, he thinking like, oh my God, you know, like what's going on? Like I didn't do nothing wrong. So he tries to run. And I think from what I saw was the guy with the police officer was trying to tase him, as they should. He ended up grabbing the taser, but he didn't shoot it. He didn't shoot the taser. Rayshard Brooks didn't shoot the taser. He actually grabbed the taser and ran for his life. So, I mean, that situation could have been handled so decent, so very, very different. So Rayshard Brooks ran for his life. And you mean tell me the other police officer that was right there helping you handcuff him, you couldn't shoot him with a taser so he would fall? You had to pull your pistol like a coward, shoot him in the back, then you want to go over to him, and he was still alive by the fact too. They didn't report that. Rayshard Brooks was still alive actually when they shot him in the back, like right here. So they shot him in the back, he was still alive, and then on top of that, you want to handcuff him behind his back. And then you want to call, you want to say shots fired and all that. And people that was watching it, even lady on video, like I'm gonna play the video so you guys can see this. So even lady on video was like, oh my gosh, like we have kids that said they hurt, like why are they shooting? Because literally he ran for his life. So when you run from your life, if everything that's going on, of course, if you're not black or minority, you won't really understand. You know, I know this is no knock to white people. There's some good white people that's fighting for Black Lives Matter. You know what I mean? Black Lives Matter. We're not saying that all lives don't matter. All we're just saying is why out of all the races, you're killing us at an alarming rate. That's all we're saying. Like until that stops, there will be no peace. And the riots are about to start again. And listen to what I'm saying. Like it's a civil war brewing, you know, and I have to say this, the left, the Democrats on the left, like the left liberals are trying to get a race war. And Donald Trump, the 45th, he's trying to use that because most people don't know this. When there's a civil war in the country, the president stays in office. That is, and people need to really educate yourself on American politics. When there is a civil war, you cannot kick the president out. So the Democrats are using this to get Trump out of office to make him look bad in the media. And then Trump is using it to stay in office. You know what I'm saying? I'm not supporting both. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I like some things Trump does. I like some things Democrat does. I'm in the middle. My skin tone does not dictate what I vote politics. I don't care what kind of black people get mad. No, I'm not Democrat. No, I'm not Republican. My views are my views. I have to educate myself. So back to the story. So with all that being said, you have a dead black man on the ground. And on top of that, let me phrase that, Rayshard Brooks. I don't want to disrespect him like that. Rayshard Brooks is dead on the ground. And on top of that, you have the indecency to actually call the ambulance after the man took his final breath. And then on top, and yes, I'm registered. I'm a registered carrier. Yes, I'm a registered carrier. You see, what's really is going to be interesting is that so many people are trying to benefit from this. It's crazy. So now what did the Atlanta police chief do? They stepped down. They literally stepped down. So you got the mayor calling for peaceful protests. How the hell can you be peaceful when they're killing your people? You are the mayor of Atlanta. I forgot her name, but she's the mayor. I'm talking to you. If you see this video, you are the mayor of Atlanta. You know what? Hold on. Because I want everybody to see this. Hold on, guys. And I promise you I'm going to get back to talking. This lady is the mayor of Atlanta. And you are black. And these people are killing your people. And the first thing you can do is say peaceful protests. How can you do that? And it's so crazy because you ask yourself, and you're like, okay, you know what? Okay, everything that just happened, why isn't it happening to black people? Why? Why? What black people? And I done seen other people of races that have been victims to police brutality, but everything with Rayshard Brooks situation is so messed up. And you ask yourself, you're looking at all these things, and you're looking at all these all this stuff. You're asking yourself, you're looking at all these things, and you're like, man, it's a black death, it's a black death, it's a black death after one another. So a race war is brewing, and I hate to say that. So Rayshard Brooks, The one yes, the innocent black guy that just got killed, that ran for his life, because people don't see the video. Before they was grabbing for the taser, the cops already had literally their hand on their guns. So if I'm a black man, I'm running. You damn right. It's me or him. And I choose me. So if you're going to take me out, you're going to take me out, bro. Like, it's simple. You know, people want to get on here and say all lives matter. How the hell can you say all lives matter when African Americans in this country have been killed more higher than any other race in this country? So what you're saying is, if it's not affecting your white privilege or your Asian privilege or anything that's not black, it doesn't matter to you, right? So you can go home knowing that one of your comrades, right, that's American, right, because we all Americans, right, is being slaughtered by white supremacists. Oh, I'm going to rephrase that. Racist cops, because they can be Asian, they can be black, they can be all type of stuff, right? Racist cops that's sworn to protect you, the American people, and your comrade, which is your American, right? I'm American, right? I was born here, right? Even though my family, you know, African, we're from Africa, we're from Egypt, right? I was born here. It's being killed at a high number. How can you say all lives matter? Don't that sound crazy as hell? So Rayshard Brooks is not about to be another black victim. They will get justice. You see, it's so funny how people say there should be other ways to protest, but when you protest peacefully and everything else is being the same and everything else is being killed, then it's something else, right? So when we protest peacefully, they still kill us. And when we get violent, stop, you're hurting business. The only way to end this is to be violent, but not violent to where you're looting businesses that have nothing to do with it. Be violent and take it out on the politicians. Be violent and take it out on the police officers. I'm sorry to say, not all police officers are bad. They're not. Most police officers are not bad. But at the end of the day, they really have some bad apples. So everybody want to say, okay, like when you're looking at this video, keep in mind, Rayshard Brooks was killed, literally. I'm a black man myself. You know, one day I hope to have black kids. One day. So what I'm going to tell my kids is, look, man, this world is against you already. So when I post this video and you see this video, you will see a scared black man that was running from his life. The first thing the officer does is reach for his gun. If he's running for his life and he's already 20 feet, why can't you just call the police department and have somebody else come detain him? Why is your first instance to shut? Are we so much intimidating you guys? And when I mean guys, I mean the racist cops that's getting away with this. Are we so much intimidating to you guys because of our black, beautiful skin, because of our melanin, because we are chosen by Yahweh, aka the Hebrew Israelites? Are you jealous because of our history? Or is it because you know that when black people get pissed and we band together, we can make some real change, and that's affecting your power? That's what it is. I think that's what it is. And I think you guys are going to understand that black people, we're going to band together. We're going to stop this. You see, like I said before earlier in this video, the left want a civil war. Democrats want a civil war so that way they can get Trump out of office. Donald Trump is using it to stay in office. You understand one thing, like I said before, if you're just catching this video. When there's a civil war in the United States, you can go back to history to George Washington. When there's a civil war in the United States, the president cannot be voted out. So, are you going to choose the 45th, or are you going to choose Joe Biden that doesn't know what state he's in? You see, that's why it should be a third party. And that's why I pay my respects to Rayshard Brooks and his family, man. He would not be another black person that's just going to go untamed. Like, I don't know if you guys seen, but they are protesting like hell in Atlanta right now, like right now. So what I'm telling you guys is, you guys got to understand one thing. Peaceful protesting, get stuff done. But this is not MLK time. This is Malcolm X time. And this is my generation. So being angry gets shit done. But being angry in a smart way gets the white people that's in office, the white people that's in higher power. When you protest and marching, it's like a comedy show. It's like, oh yeah, you know, they just protesting. But when you protest with the US dollar and you spend your black money inside of black businesses, instead of these white capitalists that makes money off of us and it don't generate back into the community. And that's why we have poverty in the black community. That gets their attention. And like I told, and I had a guy that came into my job, very respectable man. He's a white man, very respectable man. I ain't gonna say his name, but shout out to him. He's gonna watch this video. He told me straight. He was like, it's not a white and black thing. It's police brutality, and it's very structured. You see, the media wants to show it as white and black because black people and white people have history of butting heads. Some black people are not even interested in knowing where they came from. You see, we come from Africa. We kings and queens. You know what I'm saying? We are the body of Yahweh. You feel me? Literally, we literally are. We used to rule Egypt, Ghana, Sudan, which was Nubia. You know, those are our roots. And see, he said, the police, the reason all these killings are happening, it starts in a structure. The police structure was made through racism, systematic racism. So until you dismantle the structure, it's going to keep happening. So I don't have power to stop the corrupt police structure that's killing my people. But I have a voice, and my voice will be heard. And so that's why I'm starting my organization, Katoria, in a couple of days to fight for African Americans, people of color. So I pay my respects to Rayshard Brooks. His family will get justice, or we will burn this shit down, this country down to the ground. African Americans, we're not to play with. We will burn this country down. This is too long. The illumination and the light of African Americans realizing that they're the Hebrew Israelites and realizing that it's time to take back what is ours. If we don't get justice, we'll take it by force. It's that simple. So I pay my respects to Rayshard Brooks and his family, but just know another innocent black man was killed. So if you're watching this video, you're asking to yourself, should I be violent? Should I protest? Or should I be violent, but in a strategic way to where it's not burning businesses or looting stuff that has nothing to do with it, but going after the people that's in corrupt places, police departments, courts, politicians, and even Donald Trump. So, and keep in mind, I'm not a Democrat or Republican. I'm in between. So, I pay my respects again to Rayshard Brooks, and I say it again, I pay my respect to Rayshard Brooks and his family. Nobody should have, as a black man, I'm fearful of possibly being stopped over or killed, or but I will fight for my life, and I will fight for other black brothers, so they don't have to endure what's going on. It's very heartbreaking, and it's time to stand. Like I said, being angry gets shit done. So it's time to, and like I said, man, I don't want a race war, but that's how the media is showing it. But it's not going to be a race war against black and white. It's going to be a race war against police versus the American citizens. And all throughout history, the people has always prevailed. Just ask King Henry when his head got chopped off, right? So, I'm Romeo Pugh, CEO of Red Hawk Crest Studios. Once again, sorry for Rayshard Brooks and his family. I hope they get the justice they seek. And remember, being angry gets shit done. We will have a change in this country, or we'll burn this shit down to the ground. We're not playing. African Americans, shalom, everybody.